Hi, welcome. I'm Nisha, and if you're watching this, you're probably wondering whether this is the right place for you to start. Firstly, I do want to say that I'm really glad you're here. I work almost exclusively with South Asian women because I am one, and I understand what it's like to grow up trying to balance two different worlds, to carry expectations that often go unspoken, and to become so used to putting everyone else's needs first that somewhere along the way you lost sight of yourself. For years, I looked successful on the outside. I had a career as a city lawyer. I was high achieving. I ticked all the boxes. But underneath, I was carrying anxiety, pressure, and impossible expectations. Therapy helped me, but I also realized something was missing. Knowing why I felt the way I did wasn't the same as knowing how to create lasting change for me. So I spent years retraining as a therapist across different approaches and building the framework that I needed myself. Since then, I've had the privilege of supporting more than 150 South Asian women and professionals to build stronger self trust, healthier boundaries, calmer, more fulfilling lives, all without losing connection to family and without the guilt of wanting to choose ourselves. The women who come to me are often women who everyone else depends on. They're capable, they're kind, they're successful and caring. But privately, they're exhausted, overthinking, always doubting themselves, struggling with boundaries, feeling guilty for saying no, and constantly worrying about disappointing the people they love. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know that it's not your fault and you are not broken. And perhaps more importantly, that you don't have to figure this out on your own anymore. The purpose of our connection call isn't for me to convince you to work with me. It's simply an opportunity for us to understand what's been happening for you, what you want to change, and whether I genuinely believe that I'm the right person to help. If I do, I'll explain exactly what I think would help and why. And if I don't, I'll be honest and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction, something that might be a better fit. Either way, you'll leave the conversation with more clarity than you arrived with. If that feels like the kind of conversation you're looking for, I'd love to meet. You can book your connection call in below, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.